Hello, what's up? Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Got that dope hoodie. I wanted to get that thing for that party, dog.
Okay, wait.
I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up. I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up.
Big bank, take low bank. Had to make the bank bigger, man. Now the lifestyle wavy. They hate cause they lazy. Drip drop all over the block like a faucet. Down my socks, I think way out the box. Fashion, never lose the plot. Do-rag, on, shades, low, ice. We working our own. No stylist at home. Way out of your league. Way out of your zone.
I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up. I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up. Sipping on lean, I'm lit. Look at your girl, she thick. Look at your girl, she fit. Give it a D and kids. Look at my drip, I drip. You gotta dip, you wet. You cannot do what I do. I just be dripping like flute. Like whoa. When I pull up, it's a movie. Cruising with my J's. You ain't got the cheese. You ain't got the steez. I'm blessed. Sipping on whatever. Ain't nobody feeling
I just
stressed.
bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up. I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up. I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up. I just bought my jeans, bought my shirt. Man, I'm looking fly. Chains on my neck, and they call me a skirt boy. Cause they can't keep up.
And that was Jimmy Chains with Screw Boy. Oh my god.
Your voice.
Oh wow. Hey? And you're still tuned into right here on The Move. Hashtag OTM, where we take you from Melville to your world. And right now, it's time for the Zulu News headlines with Amanda Zondo. Take it away, Amanda.
Ngibonge kubasakazi bami kanti amanqamponqampo okugamanxa kwehora lesithathu lawa sawubona mlaleli ngehora lesine lindela lezi ilebhu yaseNgilandi imisiwe emva kokuhlolwa okungeyikho kwegciwane le-COVID-19 ithimba elibhekene ukusebenza komongameli komawade bonempi liphethe umbiko weindaba kanti kwezomculo ade ukhiphe umucu namuhla hlangana nami-ke seyiphelele malibumbane lesine.
Thank you very much, Amanda. We do have something that we want to share with you, which is what to check out in Jozi this weekend. I know Saturday, which is tomorrow, from 8, there's an event at Zoo Lake, and this is what the invitation says. Focus on the recovery of the body, mind, spirit. Take a journey to our mental wellness. Join an exciting mental health breakfast walk to raise awareness on mental health. So if you want to book your ticket, you can book it at marketing@familylife.co.za, or you can call Umpo on 068 442 2015.
And for more details, those are the contact details that you can contact. Let me just read that quickly again. So you can, if you want to book your ticket or you want more information, you can get that at marketing@familylife.co.za, or you can call Mpho at 068-442-2014. And what's happening on Sunday?
Then on Sunday, which is the 17th of October, Dan Polinsky bring you a brand new offering entitled Me, Myself, and My Strat at Dopey Zero in Rosebank. Let me read that one more time. On Sunday, October the 17th, Dan Polinsky brings you a brand new offering entitled Me, Myself, and My Strat, happening at Dopey Zero in Rosebank.
And I know that Casper Novest also has an event, a function today, which is called Junk Park, which is this Friday, where it's Casper Novest and Buster 929. So those are the two artists that will be featured on this event. So it's from 12 p.m. And I'm assuming until late. Please be aware of all the strict COVID-19 regulations they apply. And the event is at 713 Pretoria Main Road, Wynberg, Sandton. Right, and then we have something from Pearl Tusi. Sorry about that, Pearl Tusi. You can find her at Rockets in Menlyn, and I know she's featuring quite a few people as well. The event starts. Okay, well, the event is today, right? But it doesn't even say. Okay, capacity limitation apply. So shop closes at 12 p.m. So it's mainly like, I think it's a shop where they open up and they can sell different items, right? So it's sort of like a flea market happening over there. So no mask, no entry. Remember, no mask, no entry. Please. And the place that Dr. Idon Nkeso Sibuyi. So that's a very interesting actually interview that I'm hoping we're going to have with him. But that is obviously in the next 5 minutes. But I think perhaps in the next 2 minutes. Okay. Sorry. You are still tuned into #OTM on the move.
Yes.
Before we go into that interview, let's go straight into Double Play.
Take off what you have on. There's no need for you to be afraid, 'cause I will be here. I'll hold your hand when you're ready to go. I'll take you there. Ooh, come on, baby. The ground, we're rolling round and round, chest upon chest. Hey Zulu, ngokuthanda ungaka, luyangiyukela, ungaka. Hey Zulu, I'll take you there. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Ooh, I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Let me take you there. Anywhere. I love when we rise up the sky. Ngokuthanda olungaka, luyangiyukela. Hey Zulu.
Oh, you know it.
Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Jason, I never knew. Find a young in a bando, sipping hard liquor with the whole crew, cooking raps like in a hot stew. Okay, okay, Jason, I never knew. Find a young girl, she a hot load, selling young for my diva notes. Gotta take her off the fam, that's the way it goes. Okay, okay. Tryna find a way out. Yeah. I just hope you keep your. Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Been hustling the whole day for the whole day. A youngin', but you don't play. No, you don't play. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah. I swear they don't know you like I do. You've been on your ones and twos, hustling to make it through. Man, I swear they don't know you like I do. I've been on my ones and twos, hustling. I'm just like you, like you. Pull up in a skirt on them, put the hood on them. That's the mentality when you on the street. That's the mentality all up on these beats. Can't tell you nothing when you standing on your feet. Never been a beggar, never been up on your knees. For no, only God you believe. For no, never stop your belief. Belief in this chase I never knew. Find a young in a bando, sipping hard liquor with the whole crew, cooking raps like in a hot stew. Okay, okay, Jace I never knew. Find a young girl, she a hot load, selling young for my diva notes. Gotta take her off the fam, that's the way it goes. Okay, okay. Tryna find a way out. Yeah. I just hope you keep your. Are you okay? Are you okay? So tell me, are you okay? Are you okay? Been hustling the whole day for the whole day. A youngin', but you don't play. No, you don't play. Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah. I swear they don't know you like I do. You've been on your ones and twos, hustling to make it through. You keep yours. Man, I swear they don't know you like
So there are people watching this.
Thank you. And that was House Victim essay featuring Kaladi Utando, and the second one was Tembe X. Are you okay? And remember, I did say when we come back, I'll have a guest with me that I'll be interviewing, and that is Dr. Aiden Nkenso Sibuyi. Ooh, I almost got it wrong. I know, but let me just read your quick bio. Is a public health practitioner with a special interest in digital health, possessing interdisciplinary experience and knowledge in the facilitation of design, development, adoption, implementation, application, information, and communication technology. Wow, that is a mouthful. That's a mouthful. Based in innovations and healthcare service delivery, management, and planning. Having over 10 years experience in the South African government health system, including health facilities, National Department of Health, and non-governmental organizations sector environment. He holds a master's degree in medical informatics and a doctorate in informatics. Like, I don't even know where to start. But I think before we go, I want you to tell me, what is this thing that you have with your two names? Because I know you said you like the fact that you've got two names and you like using them both. But at times, people will only obviously go towards one in particular. So I know there's a little story behind your two names. So can you just, tell me about that.
Okay, thank you very much, and greetings to your listeners. The issue of the two double bird names. Okay, I've always loved double bird names. I remember growing up watching Seveland, there was this Jan Hendrik. I was like, oh, this is a really nice name, and that's how I loved them. But then when I changed, I sort of like, these two names are my names that are in my ID, but when I changed them to actually started using them both, I was doing some work consulting in some organization. The organization was very white, you know, and all that. So whenever I have to go meet clients, they expected like a white Aiden for some reason. So whenever I walk into a place, coming with my laptop, like, medical informatics, they expected like,
and they're probably thinking,
like, okay, they said Aiden is coming because they're used to working with maybe names like Krista and then you come along and they're like, oh, maybe there's somebody behind you. Is there somebody still coming? But I know that you have two qualifications, right? I know one is in IT and the other one is optometrist. And I find that there are two different disciplines, but I think that you found a way to bring them together. So maybe if we can actually start with the IT specialist qualification that you have, or maybe start with the one that you acquired first, and then we can move on to the next one. Maybe tell us more what led you to actually study optometrist or IT, but obviously which one was first. Okay, thanks for that. And to finish my initial answer, it was that then from there I went to the HR and changed my name to Aiden Kenso. So that Kenso brought the African identity.
Oh,
so
yes,
I became
yes.
Aiden Kenso. So that's what happened.
Sorry,
so
I cut you short. My pardon. I beg your pardon. Sorry about that.
In terms of my career, I primarily qualified as an optometrist at the University of Limpopo. And then I passed my matric at 16 and then got my first degree. I think I was 21. And then, I worked as an optometrist. But I was very
Wait, you're going on, and I'm still shocked at the fact that you matriculated at 16.
Yes.
And you just say that so casually, like, 16. We graduated when we were 18 and 19. But I guess it also shows your brilliance, right?
Not really, actually. This is what happened. The reason why I started school early. My grandmother was working at the creche. So she said, like, whenever she has to work with the other kids, I would bother her. I wanted her to carry me.
Okay.
So she took me to her friend, which that primary school was next door. There to just spend time so I progressed. That's what happened.
Okay, you flourished. Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, fast forward.
And then I started as an optometrist. Then from there, I have always loved technology. Then from there, I enrolled for a master's in medical informatics, of which medical informatics is the intersection of information systems and health and computer science. So in my master's, I did IT courses. I still had to do programming and all that in IT, and then also did public health. So that's when I moved into that.
Okay, just that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So optometrist, and then you moved on to
medical informatics,
and that's like your master's.
My master's.
Okay,
yeah.
master's. Okay, and then?
And then from there, I did a doctorate in informatics. So my doctorate is actually in informatics.
Oh,
because
okay.
my research was on digital health and all that. Yeah.
Okay, but initially when you started, it was also, like you said, you've always liked IT.
Yes.
So hence you actually ventured into IT in your masters.
Yes, I actually still have both because it's like one leg in IT, one leg in health. Because medical informatics is the application of IT in health. Mm-hmm. So now what happens is that if I'm sitting at a table and then there's all these health professionals that are speaking their jargon, and then there's all these IT people actually understand both the languages.
Oh,
so
wow.
Like,
okay.
The back end is this and this and this. And when the health person talks, I'll be like, okay, what they mean about A and C, it's not the part, it's antenatal care.
Oh,
so I
wow.
understand both the
worlds.
So
both worlds.
it makes me to be, at times I'm always facilitating innovations because when I get a document from the technical people in IT, I can read and understand what it means, and from health as well, I can understand. So that's how. So I
think you have your feet on both worlds, basically, which I think also makes your job a bit easier as well, because you are ahead of your peers, obviously. Where one only has one qualification, you have both, and you are ahead of your peers.
I'm still learning, I guess. I love learning, so never say it.
Okay, and obviously you explained a bit about digital health, you know, because I know we are moving into the whole digital world. We're moving towards that now. But can you give us a background around digital health? What is digital health?
Okay. I won't go to the jargon actually of explaining
simple.
what it is. I want to put it simple.
Yes.
And by me putting it simple, I'll use an example. Back in the days, people used to go to the bank and just make a withdrawal and get a slip, and no notification, SMS, whatever, and it was normal. But today, whenever you do any transaction, if you don't get an SMS, it feels so weird.
Yeah.
You know, because you are used to that. You know, because there's like your mobile banking, or I can say digital banking. So when it comes to digital health, it's actually like the same thing, but it's just that in health, it doesn't happen that much that people would actually like use their technologies for health. So this is where my interest came in. One of actually my mentors, Dr. Peter Benjamin, he is
shout out. Okay.
He was my mentor. This is one of the studies that he once did. Actually went to a facility and actually interviewed. The facility was full, a government institute, and they interviewed everyone to say, why are you here today at the clinic? And after interviewing those people, and remember it's a government clinic, short-staffed and all that, they realized that over 50% of the people that were there on that particular day, they were not supposed to be at the clinic.
Oh my goodness.
Why? Some people were coming there to collect the medication that is not there. Some of them were coming there to collect the medication on the wrong day. Some of them, they were getting side effects. They just wanted some reaffirmation, like from the necessarily, is this normal or not, or whatever. You know, so then they realized that actually, if ever we had a system in this clinic to actually send people reminders about their appointments, to tell them when their medication is not here, to actually teach them about their medication, these people will not be at the facility, they will be at home, and we'll be having few people that actually need to be here.
And the staff won't be under pressure as well.
So meaning we can actually offer health to people even when they are at home, using like their cell phones, like technologies. And remember the other thing, statistically in South Africa, we've got more SIM cards than people. Yes.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
But I guess it makes sense because I know I've got 2 numbers.
I have 3 phones.
So, yeah, I guess it makes sense.
So, that's why. So, it's about like making sure that we use technology. We apply it as it's applied to other industries. Also, apply it to health. Like, for instance, if you're in a hospital where there's no dermatologist and then dermatologist in the other hospital, maybe, and you're fine the run, maybe we could take a picture and then send, and then the other doctor, they can talk, and maybe you can get a diagnosis and all that. So it's about using technology to its best to actually optimize life. So that's what it's all about, but not just cell phones. I'm just giving an example because everyone,
I think that was the best example ever.
There's obviously other serious technologies that we use.
But I think maybe let's going back to the one example you made where people get notification if their appointments are coming up or what so. Are those being implemented in the health space? Because I know that I've heard of something like that, but I know that you've mentioned one particular place, but is that the whole of South Africa? Is there a possibility of ever implementing such a system?
Yes. To give you an example, I worked with the National Department of Health in a program called Mom Connect back in the day. And what happens with that, all pregnant women actually, like, they register in the system and then they get SMSs that actually teach them about their pregnancy and what to expect. And that is based on their gestational stage. So meaning when you are a month pregnant, you get messages that are related to that second, third, first trimester, second, and all that. So it's there, and I'm talking in public sector. It even tells you when you are due to go again, to say, pack your bag, mommy. This is what you
time. Okay, that's rather
there.
Impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah,
it's good to see that we are progressing as a country as well. I know that we've already mentioned what you studied, and so you said which university did you go to?
My first degree optometry was the University of Limpopo.
Okay.
Yeah, in Tafelberg. And then my master's was UNISA.
Okay.
University of South Africa. And then my doctorate was with the Cape Peninsula University of Technology in Cape Town.
In Cape Town. Okay, so to our listeners out there, if somebody actually is listening and is like, wow, I actually want to be that. I want those qualifications. Where can one get more information in regards to your qualification? Because I know it's everywhere, right? Yeah. But is there like a central place where like a matric can actually go and maybe get more information?
Yeah, I think most universities have got now programs that relate to that. But the ones that I know, during my days, for instance, you could only do it at master's level. The course was not there at an undergrad. But what you can do if you're already in health, maybe you have a degree in health, just study something in IT. If you're already in IT, do something in health, because it's just the combination of the two. Because internationally, in like UK, US, they do have bachelor's degree in health informatics and medical informatics, but in South Africa, it's still at postgraduate level. So you can either go for it at master's level or just get the dual qualification then. And that's it.
And that's it. Yeah. I know that we are nearing towards the end of our interview, but maybe in case I didn't touch base on anything that you wanted to share with our listeners or words of encouragement, feel free to share with our listeners, please.
Oh, okay. One thing I can say is I love education, and I'd like to advise every young person, whether you're young or old, it's never too late. Study further. I can give an example. My mom, my late mom, may her soul rest in peace. She actually went back to university when I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
You know? So at any age, you can still go back and pursue whatever you want. And people have this notion that, people that are study academics don't have a life and all that. Let me tell you this, I party hard.
Oh my goodness.
I study hard. Like I do it.
You just go hard.
So it's not like I don't have a life. I do have it. And you know what? I think
it pays off at the end of the day, because you actually have the money to party hard as well, right? So
the very part I won't say much, but I'll say to everyone, like, go ahead, study, do a research. Wherever you are, seek to learn more. Seek to learn more. Like you mentioned something like, you are an expert, you are ahead. Like I always learn something from everyone. I guess even after leaving the studio, I would have learned like how you do your things.
Okay. And then maybe one day.
Sure that my voice is proper and all that. So, education is good. People always out there, when they see someone that doesn't have education succeeding, they're like, education doesn't help and all that. Please, those millionaires and all this that maybe succeeded without education, they take their kids to school. I think they should have been the very first people to say, don't go to school, it's useless. But if they're still taking their kids to the best schools, then education is cool. Never ever quit. If you've quit, go back.
Go back. And that was our trailblazer for today. Thank you so much, Dr. Aiden. That was an absolute pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure having you with us.
Thank you very much.
And I think we're going to a song straight from the interview to a song. Take it over. Thank you very much. That was Amanda with our Zulu news. And just shortly before Amanda, we had a song by Snazzy, I'm a 2000. I'm a 2000.
I'm a 2000.
Okay, and we're going straight into the birthday shout-outs and horoscopes today. Happy birthday to Kanye Mbao. I saw that she's actually celebrating her birthday all the way in Dubai.
In Dubai,
Girl
honey.
is living in large.
She's living large.
But anyway, so like I said today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And you are a Libra baby. And let me read your horoscope for today. So your star sign says, you don't want to sit still for a minute. You may make people dizzy with your energy and you're itching to get away. You may be contemplating a long trip abroad. It's fine to fantasize about all the choices out there, but don't commit to anything today. Your imagination and spirit are a bit too high to settle on anything in particular. Just enjoy all the choices for now. So Libra, if you are feeling a bit all over the place today, settle down, and hopefully by tomorrow you'll be feeling like your old self again. But I think if you are celebrating your birthday today as well, kudos to you, because that means you're gonna party the whole night. You know what I'm saying?
The whole night,
the whole night,
weekend.
the whole weekend.
This weekend belongs to you.
It's all yours, Libra.
And if you're a Gemini like myself, as always, my dear and my fellow Geminis. Okay. Today, your endurance and commitment to the task that you take up will begin to pay off in all aspects of your life, be it domestic front, career, romantic relationships, or matters related to money. The rewards that you receive in exchange for your continued efforts will be in plenty. You will have a lot on your plate to choose from, which might lead you to get distracted. Focus your attention on one thing at a time. You will adapt to change and benefit from it. You will get to enjoy the ripened fruits of your labor now. Shun your obstinacy, and it may affect you negatively.
Hello.
And that is it for you, Gemini.
And that's our ambassador for Gemini himself,
Yes,
Snazzy
yes,
the Snazzy.
yes, in the building.
So I think today I chose Cancer just for control, you know?
Because you can.
Just because I can,
No.
right? I know last Wednesday I read Aries, so today it's Libra and Cancer. And Cancer says, okay, the party is over. Time to put away the sinful pleasures, the champagne, the chocolate, the trifles, and who knows what else. Take a good look at your home and get serious about putting things in order. A reality check is looming. Today would be a good day to get ready by tidying up the house and getting your brain in gear. Oh, I know a technical guy is actually a Cancer. Hey. So I think this is for you over there. So get your house in order if you are a Cancer, and that is us for today. But I know that we quickly want to do let's get to know you, right? And that's our new feature that we're going to have on Fridays. So I have one question for you, actually two. Apart from lies and harsh words, what else breaks a relationship?
Lack of communication.
Is that all?
Yeah. Just lack of communication.
Lack of
Communication
money.
is key, but no, let's forget about the money for now. But communicate, man. Communication is vital.
Okay, and the second one, maybe that can be posed to myself.
So, Sandy, how have you seen God answer your prayer?
I've seen God answer my prayers in a lot of ways, you know. More particularly, I won't go into the deep, in detail, but there's been a lot of instances where I thought I didn't or I couldn't do something, and He would come through. He would continuously come through, as He always does, you
Absolutely.
know. So for me, definitely, I've seen it once too many times. I've lost count. And what is the one thing you could not live without?
Oh Lord.
You can't
Family.
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 I thought you were going to say your cell phone.
No, I can survive a few hours without my cell phone. But family is really important. Family first, They keep
Family
me going. When I'm down, they're there for me. So I really can't live without them.
Okay.
And last one that I have for you, Sandy, is what are some of the things in your life that you want to heal from?
I think paranoia. I'm a very paranoid person. So,
right.
So I think maybe if I could heal that part of my life, because sometimes I think something is happening and it's actually not. It's just my paranoia kicking in. So I think if there's one thing that I'd like to fix is being paranoid. So,
producer agrees with you on that one.
But let's go straight into our foreplay and that is coming up next.
Let's go.
Ndicinga ngawe mini nobusuku injongo zam zinhle njengawe ithemba lami lingangolwandle ngaphandle kwalo akho kwathando yababona mna amajita bethi kwelo iyazina awufanto ubona mna uyasibona nazintombi ziyaqinisa andishoti yacinima ngcwele ngami khandile singangamathesami ndiyabulela ke njajaboyami phakathi enhlizweni yam ulotshiwe sithando sam uyilombela ubambolwami phakathi enhlizweni yam ndinethemba sithando sam niyilombela ubambolwakho subayeke bathethe abasuba ndiziva njani ngawe lami wam yababona bethetha mna abasuba intoni lothando lukhandwe ngayo abasuba ndisifa njani ngawe laviwa yababona bethetha mna abasuba intoni lothando lukhandwe ngayo.
Inside. Well, let me show you a little bit of my own world. I think telepathy got the best of both of our worlds. 'Cause I feel so damn alive, as though life has just been breathed into my body. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. I can't deny myself joy ever since I met you. I can't deny myself a good time since you came around. I can't deny myself joy ever since I met you. I can't deny myself a good time since you came around. 'Cause I feel so damn alive. Oh, though life has just been breathed into my body. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. Found you, and now I feel like I'm walking on air. I found you. I found you. I found you. I found you. No more worries, skies are blue now. I'm on cloud nine. No more worries, skies are blue now. I'm on cloud nine. No more worries, skies are blue now. I'm on cloud nine. No more worries, skies are blue now. I'm on cloud nine.
Yeah. Hey. Just be patient. Yeah. I'm in the stew. Thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah. Okay, my shot. Let's get to the point, get started, yeah. We ain't got much time. Rather be mindful life than switch your man. Believe that I'm all about us, but it gotta be both ways. Just like having the same taste. All these tracks got me on a race. Sacrificing my time while I'm on the grind in a club full of bad bitches. I know this life, it ain't adequate. I gotta get it quick, I can't never quit. I just wanna live this life full drip. Take a sip, girl, it's all it takes. Wait, I be in the lab trying to get it all day. I'm in the stew, thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah. Believe me, baby, it's gonna be worth it. Cause now I'm putting in this work, yeah. Oh, what I have to live, it can never be perfect. I admit it, cause I'm back to back with the business. For the cash, I get it, need you to understand it, yeah. Apart from the love, gotta make this count. Take you shopping, that's with no doubt. But I need your support, so we can get it all worked out. Excuse me if I'm not giving you much time. As long as you know you'll forever be mine. I'm in the stew, thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah.
God vibes only. God vibes only. Good. Alright. Good vibes only. Alright. Good. She goes, give it bong. Holy marijuana, we be smoking with it bong. Bentanga December, now she singing me this song. It's in denial, man, we get it on. Alright. She loving the way that we puffin' the heaven, now would see her die. Da koko za pulu, da blower zio, ambuzuru kodana. Apanga ndia mufuna karibit. Da mubuza na mafungo ashit. Abura runa ndaba na kit. Atomo ita switu sheba sa she eat with the tong. She a do the koroko tong. She do the kapanyeza, let her put together. Yesa chikumeza, da mukubateza. Yo hakofa butungu, maraji mufara wako vachitungu. Ende achibeba uri ofa butungu. Ende nenda fako mupela butungu. Rapomba ziba, ndidiferwa ninaye. Bodinga ya minaji, buti ya we ibabli. Reko pafa marijuana ngazi hapli. Skibidi bomb, God vibes only. Good. Good vibes only. Tikola na tigodo, na tifibe tigodo. Tiko dese na tigodo, tiko omba kologodo. Kapafe ndi passive, ndi pafe ya passive. Uchiruni ya passive, kaba hawe ya passive. Hachibase, hachibase, karichibase, hachibase. Nabo mpepu nabo chirwa busiku bari karichibase. Chikoduka, chiba chichikosha chikoduka. Ukutupa buti chikoduka, uva mushobona shtaka chikoduka. Arito duka kisiwa. Skibidi bong, mabutewa naturala, marijuana naturala, ula jire naturala, aka marijuana naturala. God vibes only. Good, 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 good. Good vibes only. Good, 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 good.
When you make your body move in a slow-mo, I make money flow, I'm loving the good vibes. Like it when you make your body go low, I got the blood rush running my vein. When you make your body move in a slow-mo, I make money flow, I'm loving the good vibes. Like it when you make your body go low, I got my blood rush running my vein.
She got me coming again. Did you really got that wood done again? But I need you and I'm more than in her head. I need you right here till the end of the year.
She got me changing la vida loca. She roll it every day, I'm never sober. You can come and take a sip on my vodka. My number one babe undercover.
Them bad girls wanna know I Tabona bondi na nini bodona Muzimu mtozi ya shubo ibona Bonsumbeza Messi Barcelona.
16:27 is your time, and you're still tuned into right here on The Move, hashtag OTM, only on I Love Melville.live. And we just blessed you with our foreplay. And the first one was Kaliedo featuring Greater Love with Ndim Nawe. The second one was Mr. Moore featuring Echo 21 and Matabo with Found You. And the third one was ITE Music with Worth It. And the last one that we just heard right now was Mesophil with Good Vibes Only.
I know that last time on Wednesday we spoke about Bonang trending on Twitter, and I know I was all over the place. I was like, oh, this, that. But I actually did get an article where it says US-based media personality Bonang Matebe has announced the end of her working relationship with the management group that used to handle her brand, citing possibility of criminal conduct by the company and its representative. So I guess there was some criminal activity that happened there. And then at exactly 1 o'clock on Tuesday, Mogul opened a space on Twitter, and within 5 minutes, there were over 10,000 listeners. B probably reserved the first few minutes of the space to let people come in and get comfy, because 10 minutes in, not a word was said. After a few minutes of suspense, here is the big announcement. Bonang said, so this was posted, it said, today I wish to share with you some disturbing news, Bonang said, before revealing that the news pertained to her terminating her working relationship with the management group that used to represent her brand. Over the last few years, I have been in a business relationship with the management group to represent my brand. I have put my trust in them and gave them a stewardship over brand Bonang to build and support it across all mediums, including entertainment, fashion, entrepreneurship, she said. Bonang shared that she had officially terminated the contract with the company and wished to make it clear that they do not represent her and her business ventures. Today, I announce that I have terminated the contract with them and they no longer represent me or my business ventures. So basically, that is what happened. with that whole Bonang saga, she has fired her management team because they believe that there was some fraudulent criminal activities happening there. So I guess she went straight into firing them, and that was that. So the media personality added, furthermore, I have instructed my lawyers to investigate the possibility of criminal conduct by the company and its representative. So that's what I have for you on that. That's what I have for you on the Bonang saga, just rectifying what happened. But let's go straight into
the English news headlines with Nelly Perry.
There we go.
Let's go, Nelly.
Thank you very much. Do we have the traffic news? Not quite yet. But I believe that we are interviewing the Mighty Voices. That is our next interview. But before we share information in that regards, can we go straight into the traffic news? Thank you so much for that, for the traffic updates. And I know just before we went to the traffic, I said we are actually interviewing the Mighty Voices, and that is under Undiscovered.
Yes.
So let's go straight into a music song.
Yeah.
And then straight after that, we go into the interview.
Let's go.
Skabeli bap bada beda, bada bada beda. Skabeli bap bada beda, bada bada beda. Homena khodi jokoba jala, bana ba fitere to bamba, de bana ba chiki ba to lasa. Got my dogs so we taking over samba. Okala sawe, okala sawe, okala sawe, okala sawe, okala sawe. Watch it dawn in a mix with them fly chicks. I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme with them fly kicks. See what I like is them like snakes. I don't bite this. Nya walla walla ma take ya wipe this. He fall back in mises. Hunga song biases. Highway nas 19. Hamang funa song tulim nandin. How kala sawe, nankau adame. Give it that long pipe, right chachare. All night going up bare. Like glue, kau mamare. Homina khodi jokoba jala, bana ba fitere to bamba, de bana ba chiki ba to lasa. Got my dogs so we taking over samba. Okala sawe, okala sawe, okala sawe,
Two chicks in the bed, that's what I'm here for. I'm too fly with the gear, I wanna have more. Share by the hot body kiyaka cho. It's got me thinking fedek bata ko pipe but yo. You looking for the boy, I wanna work that. The flow's got you thinking hard, I wanna tap that. Checker, I'm teased out, I'm chilling, I'm easy. Order of the day, mubako kibana bafiti. Rebota zoke agere wariti. The beats got you sweating, dancing and breathing all easy. Bata banyana baketetse pinki abono gore fede plomele a titsa piti
Hommena go di joko ba jala bana ba fitere to bamba le bana ba chiki ba to la sa got my dogs so we taking over sama Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Kokala sawe I scared to choose I'm tryna get the gals and booze The chicks are like trash by a last summers We a shit seller We got prof on the kiss baba I kiss nana Come give daddy a kiss nana I'm a dawn and a veteran Talk to Marsha but fell away I just killed the beat Call the cops on the ambulance Get down Try it to lots of my babe Oh hot man lots of my babe No real mark jag fila If she give me here then en kommodira Maybe to the game no suit lille shira Usain Bolt on the track wanna gabasia How chini betuna Mana no batla khonsuna Yo what? Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Hommena go di joko ba jala Bana ba fitere to bamba Le bana ba chiki ba to la sa Got my dogs so we taking over sama Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Kokala sawe Kokala sawe
Host Skirt skirt host 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 Gang gang You can never flex on us, we don't really give a fuck. We gon' take a trip to Mars, two-step and bust it up. Never ever switching up, see you niggas snitching up. Tell me what you really want, you don't want no problems, gang gang. All in, y'all snooze, gang gang. Had a suicidal when we hang. Misspelling on my name, now you niggas hang, man. You the shit, I'm a flush nigga, yeah, yeah. I feel like Michael, balling like I'm Jordan. I feel like Michael, dancing like I'm Jackson. I got the blueprint like I'm Michael Scofield. Prison breaking through your bars, nigga, gang gang. Whole squad, gang gang. When I pull up with the squad, gang gang. All in, fully in, gang gang. Gang gang, whole squad, gang gang.
Lost interest in who real, fucking with the fake. I got my 23s late, I got my dreams at stake. Enemies in my way, those things die today. You beefing, we in the state. You niggas running rat race. Run up the bag, run up the bag, run up the bag. Hold up, ayy. I got the gas, I got the gas, I got the gas. Hold up, ayy. That baby 21, she want black roses, she want black coffee. But baby, I'm chosen. You gotta have dreams. Elevate when you speak, execute all your streams. Put the grind on steeds. These niggas ain't fly to me. Got the whole team eating. Got these other streaming. Got that shorty tweaking. Now all these bitches want me. Too busy for the bitches. Real niggas looking easy. Too many niggas get Gucci. In my room cooking blue cheese. Gang gang with the vision. Gang gang joint spilling. Gang gang we stupid.
I feel like Michael, balling like I'm Jordan. I feel like Michael, dancing like I'm Jackson. I got the blueprint like I'm Michael Scofield. Prison breaking through your bars, nigga, gang gang. Skirt skirt, whole squad, gang gang. When I pull up with the squad, gang gang. All in, fully in, gang gang. Gang gang, whole squad, gang gang. I feel like Michael, balling like I'm Jordan. I feel like Michael, dancing like I'm Jackson. I got the blueprint like I'm Michael Scofield. Prison breaking through your bars, nigga, gang gang. Whole squad, gang gang. When I pull up with the squad, gang gang. All in, fully in, gang gang. Gang gang, whole squad, gang gang.
And that was Caution featuring Jay with Gang Gang. And before that, it was Sean Ego with Latha. And Sandy, we were supposed to have an interview with the Mighty Voices, but technology decided to sabotage us one more time, as it always does. But I will just do a brief profile on them.
Sure.
So the Mighty Voices is a group of 9 singers. They have more than 10 experience in the industry singing together. And their main entertainment act is through music a cappella. They're a developing group with 6 opportunities for better platforms, and their game is very simple. They work up weekdays entertaining people in Soweto, mainly in clinics, Soweto Home Affairs, while people are waiting for the department to open. They also do that in Jozi, in some departments like Home Affairs, SASA, Ranks, and Banks. Therefore, that's where they get their contacts for possible potential events. So they share their stories through music that deliver a positive message, and they also encourage everyone to be productive, and they distress large crowds, mainly young groups, because they have plenty of chances and opportunities of making something of their lives, and they believe that growth is their main aspect towards they believe that growth is their main aspect in literally growing their let's say their friend base, and then they encourage one another to do better. So hopefully next time we have Mighty Voices back online and interview them. But yeah, I just literally told you what they're about.
Undiscovered.
Yeah, Undiscovered.
That was our Undiscovered. So it's just 10. Is it 9? Singers.
9 singers,
and
yeah.
they have a history. They have been in the industry
for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
So that's rather impressive. It's a pity that we couldn't have them for the interview. I know they had a little a problem, but not to worry. Hopefully we'll have them, because we are here every Monday, Wednesday and Friday from 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock. So there's always a chance and an opportunity to interview them. So that was our Undiscovered.
Yes.
And remember, today it's Miss Mbao's
birthday.
Kanye Mbao's birthday, and I know that actually she had that whole saga where she
the Dubai saga, what you all know about,
the boyfriend in Dubai.
Yes.
And apparently that whole drama that happened actually earned her a feather award. For a nomination rather for Drama Queen of the Year. I think she is actually quite dramatic. I know I saw a video where she was actually dancing to the song
Dubai. I think the whole Dubai saga was just a publicity stunt to promote the song.
You think the song was already on the pipeline when she left Dubai? I
really think so.
Because I think the story as well is it's a bit it's everywhere, right? Because you ask one person, why did she leave? No, she left with another man, or some other man offered her more money and she decided to leave with that man. But I think now that she's actually gone back to
Dubai
to her boyfriend. What's his name again? I forgot his
name.
I forgot
it. Don't you have it there? Fadzai, something along those lines. Kuzai
Mushonga. Kudzai Mushonga is the boyfriend to Kanye Mbao, and I know they had a little. They decided to put themselves on stage and gave us a performance of a lifetime.
They did.
It was actually quite outstanding, if you ask me, because now she came back, and then now she's back in Dubai to celebrate her birthday with her boyfriend.
Imagine.
I mean, what do you think of that? What do you think of?
As I said, this whole Dubai thing was planned to the T.
I totally agree.
It really was.
I agree with you, but on Times Life we do have an article. It says from entertainment to politics, lifestyle, sports, and business. The 13 year of Feather Award nominees have been announced, and Kanye Mbao's recent saga that made the headlines landed her in the drama queen category.
Oh, she is a drama queen. Oh, she is.
Oh, unless she wanted to land a nominee.
Delegation,
I don't know.
really?
So like now we're speculating. We don't know if she did it for this publicity stunt or to land herself in the category for drama queen. But then this comes after. Obviously, this came after Kanye had tongues while wagging, assuming there was trouble in paradise. After her bae, Kudzai Mushonga, took to Instagram Live in August to shed tears over the media personality, secretly leaving him to take a plane back to Johannesburg from Dubai. So the couple have since reunited after Kanye and her bae posted Instagram story videos of them being loved up in Dubai.
I can't keep up. I literally can't keep up with this.
She's a drama queen of note.
She deserves that award.
I think she's gonna really get that one. That one belongs to her. Because I think there's just two hustlers that met each other that know how to make money, and they said, "Listen, babe, let's do 1, 2, 3," and it happened, and they did it, and it worked like a charm.
Oh, it did.
And I'm sure today it actually did, because on Instagram he was crying. Oh my God. Kanye was posting, "Leave him in Dubai."
The whole thing was so believable. You'd swear that really Ukudzai left her in Dubai.
I mean, I believe that, but I know we have our double play coming up. So let's go straight into that double play.
Amaye kuzime mhlabe baphelo tate bethu baphelo tate bethu kanti basala ubelise kuzime mhlabe iba kanti basala Bamjangula, bamshaya, bambulala, bamshisa kanti kwezakalani baba kulelizwe bamjangula, bamshaya, bambulala, bamshisa kanti kwezakalani baba kulelizwe. Ngithi stop, 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 stop killing our girls. Kulelizwe. Ngithi stop, oh stop, stop killing our girls. Kulelizwe. Oh, uswakala umntongomosa kithi emnyango usabe nokuvula kulelizwe ngoba phela abantu babantu saphela isizwe sethu obaleka ngani abantu asibona laba bantu babathi mina trust yakala get you feeling Batheka kwenzakalani right in front of our eyes umbulelo karamo chava seranto riakai bangali shwelari pilu I'm shy, I'm oh, stop, oh stop, stop killing our kids. Oh, it is stop, oh stop, stop killing our kids. Oh, sakalisi yapelimizi iwe baba intubu nezothweso mama igazi lichithwa ngobaba sekhathele sekwanele baba hayi ngathi kwenzakalane hayi kulelizwe musukumthusa mfowethu musukumthusa umtshise ngebele kanti kwenzakalani abukulelizwe musukumtshisa mfowethu musukumhlukumeza umtshise ngebele kanti kwenzakalani abukulelizwe awumithi yeyi wendoda awumithi yeyi wendoda awumithi uyasiphotha awusingabantu besilisa yeyi wendoda awumithi yeyi wendoda awumithi uyasiphotha awusingabantu besilisa It's stop, oh stop, stop killing our kids. Oh, Kati Sagala, oh, it's stop, stop killing our kids. Kati Sagala, it is stop killing our kids. Oh, Kati Sagala, it is
Thank you very much, and that was Wazi M Gunene, Every Girl. The message is basically stop killing our girls. I think it also goes back to GBV, gender-based violence as well. So let's not forget that GBV is an absolute crime and you can get arrested for that. So if you're out there and you're thinking of it,
stop it.
Stop it.
Don't do it.
And I think that leads us straight into our trending topics. What do you have for us for today, Snazzy?
I have a lot as always. And the first story is the Amapiano Awards host revealed. So the wait is finally over. The Amapiano Awards will be taking place on October 23, and the hilarious and talented Moshandiki will be the main host for the event. Amapiano has taken over the country and the continent of Africa, and it's only fair that they get their own awards show solely dedicated to the Amapiano movement. So hosting alongside Mushandiki at the Sandton Convention Center is Prince KB's ex-girlfriend, Zola Ayabulela Mhlongo, and comedian and YouTuber Robert Boy. And hosting the red carpet will be Zanele Potelwa. And performances will be from Kamumpela, Buhle, Tlantangiza, Daliwonga, Nogwazi, and many others.
Oh, wow.
Are you looking forward to this?
I think it's a first of its kind.
Yes, it's really,
right?
yeah.
To actually have an award ceremony that is only dedicated to one genre.
Yeah.
And I think Amapiano have made moves to such an extent that they are just overcrowding
all
the
over
other
the world.
They are
literally
overcrowding other genres as well. Also, we have other Amapianos in other parts of...
No, I'm saying that the Amapiano movement has taken all over
yes.
the world.
Certainly,
so it's just only fair that they have their award show only dedicated to the movement.
I'm pretty surprised, but yeah, kudos to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can look forward to the categories: Best Amapiano Street Dancer, Best Amapiano Music Video, Best Amapiano Newcomer, Friends of Amapiano, Most Viral Amapiano Song of the Year, Best Amapiano Dance Act, Best Amapiano Live Vocal Performance, Best Amapiano Lyrics, Best Amapiano Vocalist, Best Amapiano Artist, Amapiano Artist of the Year, and Amapiano Song of the Year. So those are the categories that you can look forward to.
Do they actually get to win a prize, or it's just that award, or do they get money?
I have no idea about that for now.
I think it's okay. For now, what we're sure about is the award.
It's the award that will take place on the 23rd of October.
Oh, so they're actually they're coming soon.
Literally around the corner.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's our next?
And the next story is Unatinkai unfollows Somizi Mhlongo and says they are not friends. Hectic.
Why?
Okay.
What happened?
Listen to this. Media personality Unatinkai has unfollowed Somizi Mhlongo on Instagram and has stated they are not friends. Following the news that R. Kelly has been found guilty on all counts in his sex trafficking trials, the radio host took to Instagram to issue out a stern warning to her friends. So the Instagram post read as follows. To all my friends who think you're going to continue playing R. Kelly in my presence, today it stops. No more philosophical BS about you separating the genius from the monster. It stops today, okay? Unless you love being a trigger, she said in a caption accompanied by a picture of R. Kelly. Some of the star's followers do not take too kind to this post and accused her of having double standards and being a hypocrite. One user went to ask Adult SA how she could be friends with DJ Fresh and Euphonic while they were accused of rape, and how she could still be friends with Somizi, who was accused of abuse by his estranged husband Mohale Mtaung. But Unati hit back and she said they are not friends.
Oh wow.
So this is really, really, really hectic.
From such a tight friendship.
And they were really close,
and
hey?
it just fizzled.
Yeah.
I just feel like maybe, I don't know there's a story pretty well as well, but I just think maybe there is a part of Somizi's story that we are not familiar with, because he got fired, and is there any truth to that? I mean, if for the mere fact that he got fired, there must be some truth to that.
It was allegedly that Somizi was abusing Mohale.
Yeah,
so allegedly there is no evidence.
If it's alleged and then he still gets fired,
I
mean that means he's actually guilty.
Well, you never know.
Never know.
You never know. And our third and last story, Zoto Abantu's new business venture. The reality star Zoto Abantu has no time to rest. She is all about making those boss moves. The dancer has taken to social media to announce her new business venture, and we are here for it. So Zoto Abantu shared an image that depicted the realities of her hard work at her beauty salon called Zoto Abantu Hair Studios. So her business is situated in Eskawini in Empangeni, and it will open its doors very soon. So yeah,
that's interesting.
Zoto Abantu Hair Studio.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the business.
See that she's actually carrying on, because I know she had a reality show. I think sometime last year, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, I just wondered to myself, I wonder what is she up to? She's so quiet, but she's actually behind the scenes, and she's actually pushing and pumping her business. So that's a good thing, that actually she has a salon, and she's not being she's sharing her nudity but nothing wrong with the nudity
does.
as well.
I think it works for her as well.
It does, certainly. I mean, it certainly works for her. Thank you very much, Snazzy, for the trending topics.
You're welcome, Sandy.
I know that we should have the news coming up shortly. Looks like our news team is not there yet. But I know that when we come back, we then have our business profile. But what we've covered, obviously, in the first hour, we actually covered the undiscovered. We covered
which was the mighty voices.
Was it the undiscovered?
No, we had our trailblazer way early in the show.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, it's too much. Can you take us through the breakdown of the show?
It's a lot. So we had our trailblazer, which is Dr. Idon Kenso Sibuyi. That was a very interesting interview. I really learned a lot there. Like,
too.
I had no idea what digital health is.
Me too.
But after that, wow.
At least now you know.
Now I know.
And I hope our
something new
listeners
today.
as well and our viewers are learning a thing or two from all these interviews and all this information that we're sharing with you.
Absolutely. And we had our social media shout outs. We also had we were supposed to interview the Mighty Voices, but I just did a brief profile with them,
which was good enough.
Yes, yeah.
And then obviously we just went into the trending news.
Yeah.
And we have our news, but I see that they're still not up for it. Remember, you can catch us on all the social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. And right now we are live on YouTube as ilovemarvel.live, and you are tuned in to On The Move, and we are on your radio and on your screens every Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. Oh, my day.
Oh, my word. I correct you, honey. So we are on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 3 to 6 p.m.
Yeah. And I think we have our news coming up in the next minute or so. Is it the English news that we have coming up?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's just wait for that. So what to expect next is obviously our business profile that we'll be profiling. We still have our cherry on top that's coming up. We have our Marawai that is also coming up. So I look forward to that. But before we spiral out of control, let's go straight into the news, and maybe we can discuss that when we come back. Let's go straight to the news. My script is all over the place.
What's going on after this?
I don't know what time is it? Oh, but today's show is flying.
It's flying, like, wow. There's no traffic. There's traffic with me.
What's her name?
Nelly.
You link back, no? There's no traffic.
And that was Nelly Piri with the 5 o'clock news. And right now, I think we should have traffic with Sophia. Not quite. Oh my God. Where's Sophia with the traffic? Anyways, moving right along. Sandy, stop laughing at me.
Okay, I think now we actually have our business profile.
Let's go straight to that. What do you have for us,
Today
Sandy?
we actually have something very interesting. It's called the 27 boxes in Melville. Okay, actually,
Sophia is back. Thank heavens. So right now, it's time for the traffic update with Sophia. Thank you so much, Sophia.
thank you for
Better
the traffic
late than
news.
never.
Thank you for the traffic news, and that was Sophia. And I think with the news, we also had the news just on the third hour at 5 o'clock. And let's jump straight into the business profile. Just before I was actually interrupted, I was about to say there's actually a very interesting center in Melville. Melville is actually an upcoming upbeat hangout spot. Apparently it has been nominated as one of the best hangout spots in the world.
Yeah,
never mind
one of the coolest neighborhoods
coolest rather
in the world.
So we are actually in with the cool. We are mingling with we are within the things. So it's called 27 Boxes Melville. I actually really want to go there. I think we must make time soon to actually go check it out.
Definitely.
It's a cutting edge lifestyle center based in the heart of Melville, Johannesburg. This is a destination with different offering unique social space, interesting retail and contemporary eateries, housed in over 100 shipping containers.
Wow.
Fun for the whole family. So I know they have different shops. They host different events. I think just to name a few of these shops, and I think we should actually, during the year, we should actually profile each restaurant or each shop individually.
Absolutely.
But I think for now we have Z's Flavor Fusion, which is food and drinks. That's what it is. And then we've got Yamni's, which are 27 different waffles. So they offer 27 different waffles. Oh,
interesting.
I'm getting so hungry. And then we've got X&O Cronuts, which is food and drinks as well, and they offer handmade Cronuts fusion, the world of croissants. And then I know we also have Wishes Boutique. Ooh, I almost said bouquet. Wishes Boutique, which is fashion and accessories. We have Watami Beads, which is also fashion and accessories. We've got Urban Nights Distillery, which is food and drinks, which is actually looks very interesting. And then we have another shop called Think Green, which is food, drinks, and specialty services. But so I think that's everything green, organic line. So and then we have the Selfie House, which is let me just read a bit more. This I think I actually find interesting. It's a Selfie House. Let's read what it says. I think It's a new of its kind. Selfie House is a photographic service company that provides multiple shooting studios with a vibrance of beautiful themed booths. So that's actually quite interesting as well. And I know we've got quite a few other shops. We've got the Fashion of Lounge, the Counties, Street Food, Reserved Cafe as well. I mean, and they also host events. 27 Boxes Marvel hosts events as well. I just want to get the address actually of where it is, and maybe perhaps the contact details if you are interested or you want to stall there. So if you want to stall there, if you want a container rather, email info@27boxes.co.za.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can call them on 011-712-0000 or 067-016-2237. And their trading hours are Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And then Sunday and public holidays are 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Wow.
Very interesting.
What a time to be alive, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Because we are evolving. We have all these creatives coming up with these crazy, brilliant ideas. I mean, who ever thought that we could actually have a center filled with different types of shops in a container? Who ever thought? I think that's like a brilliant.
I really can't wait for us to go there.
I can't wait to go as well.
It's gonna be a vibe.
So for those that have just tuned in, that's 27 Boxes in Marvel, and obviously Marvel actually is one of the coolest places that have actually that got a nominee. And I know there was a post actually that of a friend that had actually posted and and announced that, listen, this is the coolest place to be at. I know, what's her name? Is it Ntlantla? Mhlangu, chilling in Marvel in Johannesburg, South Africa, which was recently voted one of the coolest neighborhoods in the world. Hashtag back to Marvel.
Yep.
Hashtag GP lifestyle. Hashtag Chanel Africa Radio.
Yeah.
So that was her.
Yes.
So that's actually very nice to see that Marvel is actually starting to open up again. Marvel is actually starting to be a hip hop and buzzing place. I remember when I was still in varsity, because I actually studied in Kingsway here in UJ. I mean, back then, 2012, I mean, Marvel was buzzing, you know.
Yeah.
But then I think shortly after 2010, 2011, the vibe kind of died down. And I think that's when Maboneng came in. So everybody started graviating or moving towards Maboneng. But it's good to see that all those people, or new people rather, are coming in and it's a vibe.
Yes, it is.
And it's
Melville is the place to be.
And not to worry, we will actually be interviewing individual business owners around Melville, and obviously because we want to share with you, we want you to feel and see the experience for yourself as well.
Absolutely.
So that was me with
27 boxes.
With 27 boxes, and that was under our business profile. That was actually very a nice little good to know thing about this 27 boxes in Marvel.
Very interesting.
So
Very interesting. Right now, I believe we're gonna go to a double play. Let's go straight into it.
Let's do it.
Don't look back. You'll see your mother eating the mud walls of your home from the bedroom, where prayers about your death broke her knees, pretended to be speaking to your grandmother, couldn't walk, swallowed the floor. 18, you also built a home in your belly, eating storms to silence, loving train rides, slowly cloning your breath onto your mother's bones, teaching her how to turn to ash, huffing with her mouth closed. Ma, you are your own burning bush. Your chest is a horror. Your aura is woman chased by black smoke, arms like wood on heads, like my brother's legs were sacrificed. You work so tirelessly to keep your fire punching the air. Fine, we're dead. But every girl has a closet of their mother's skeleton on their palms. Look at how much you've lost, and those who have left, and yourself. But mother teaches you and buys you shoes, suitcases and bags. Yet home is the blaze we cannot purge, is the blood with mold that clots our veins, is the man that chews my name with his front teeth, is the flashback of wanting to die in your breath, wanting to fit into your mouth. Say my name, I'm yours, damn it. Mother teaches you how to pack in as much as you can, and your children, leave them in the furnace of your sister's mouth. Well, look at how much I can take in now. Gobbling tornadoes. I am a body bag, clinging to winter. Because every girl has a closet of their mother's skeleton on their palms. Look at your mother. Run like the flood.
Nothing was the same since you've been gone.
Thank you very much. And that was our double play.
Yes, and the first song was Wazi Am Kunene with Every Girl. And the second one was Tabang Paleng with Where Did You Go?
Where did you go? And I know that we have our Today in History.
Yes, let's get straight into
Today in History. I actually wanted to go laugh on Instagram, but I can see the time is not on my side. Too late. But anyways, Today in History, in 1529, Ottoman armies under Suleiman end the siege of Vinan and head back to Belgrade. End of war. So 1582, the New World calendar is adopted in Italy. Oh, this is the one that I actually found interesting. The New World calendar is adopted in Italy, France, Spain, and Portugal, and proceeding 10 days are lost to history.
Oh.
So as they were capturing or adopting the Italy and France, Spain and Portugal calendar, I think it took about 10 days. So those 10 days where they spent, those 10 days are gone down in history. Now we'll never know. Now we'll never know.
Ever.
And then 1783, Franco's Pilot de Roiser makes the first manned flight in a hot air balloon. The first flight was led out onto 82 feet, but over the next few days, the altitude increased up to 6,500 feet. I just read that, but to be quite honest, I don't understand what I just read.
What it means.
Okay, and then in 1813, during the land defeat of British on the Thomas River in Canada, the Indian chief Tukumar, now brigadier general with the British Army War of 1812, is killed.
Ooh.
And I think just one last one for myself. In 1863, for the second time, the Confederate submarine H.L. Hanley sinks during a practice dive in Charleston Harbor, this time drowning its inventors along with 7 crew members. I think during these times, obviously when we look back in history in 1863, things were still being invented, you know. I think now we are living in times where things are invented.
Absolutely.
Things are the invention is being upgraded. True. But we know the invention exists, it's here. So it's actually good to know, and it's good to go back in history and just remind ourselves where certain things started and how they started, and appreciate, you know, the journey as well.
Absolutely, Sandy. And from my side, in 1878, Thomas A. Edison founds the Edison Electric Light Corps. And in 1880, Victoria, feared leader of the Minboro Upper, is killed by Mexican troops in northwestern Chihuahua in Mexico. Oh wow, Chihuahua. And in 1892, an attempt to rob 2 banks in Coffeyland, Cairn, ends in a disaster for the Dalton gang as 4 of the 5 outlaws are killed and Emmett Dalton is seriously wounded.
I mean, I'm surprised that made it down in history. It must have been, I think for back then, it must have been a big thing. I mean, we've seen so many of these. It's like, it's one of those.
We don't even care anymore. And in 1894, Captain Alfred Dreyfus, a Jewish army officer, is arrested for betraying military secrets to Germany. And one last one from my side. In 1914, Congress passes the Clayton Antitrust Act, with Labour leader Samuel Compass calls Labour's Charter of Freedom. The act exempts unions from antitrust laws. Strikes, picketing, and boycotting become illegal. Corporate interlocking directors become illegal, as does setting prices, which would affect a monopoly. That was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful.
I don't even know what I just read there, but that's what happened in 1914.
Yeah, and that is in our aim, obviously, in educating our listeners, enlightening them. You see what we have to go through just so that we can educate and share the relevant information, because it is important to know.
It's important to know
your history. I mean, now you know that there's 10 days that is missing in the Italy, Portuguese, and France calendar. I mean, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
exactly. And so that's what we have for you on the Today in History. And I think let's go to our double play. And then shortly after our double play, we should certainly come back with our 2 stories from our Com Talk from our Northcliffe Melville Times. So let's go straight into that music.
Let's go.
All the while I've been doing this thing, man. I know nothing else. That's all I know, you know what I'm saying? It's 2020 and we still here though. Check it out. How fresh is the flow in the summer? Yo, you can take along or you can go as you wanna. Sun kiss the melanin as I roll marijuana. I do right, put a control on my karma. I'm a pitch for a work, I know show for a Obama. You bout it, talk loving, get you a rose from me, mama. Know we do what you do, yo, if you know I'm a dollar. I'm underground until they roll me out the squalor. I go hard, yo, as you go for a lava. With some the same sentiments that we show for a barber. Some went to fight, putting out they soul for $1 bronze. We're giving brothers mighty blow for a holler. Others pricking in flesh with tiny holes for their trauma. So I got me a bag of nose for the drama. A cook and a cook and want to bowl for my holla. Got all this juju want me to expose, yo, a holla.
Caesar styling it's no. Caesar sanganisa with flow. Caesar dollar with the stone. So crazy, oh, butter with the stone. Caesar styling it's no. Caesar sanganisa with flow. Caesar dollar with the stone. So crazy, oh, butter with the stone.
Said I would give him hot, so baby I'm a show chest. I would spark the fires without knowing where the smoke went. Maybe putting out the act, but this generation don't know jack. My goal is fire saying it's mighty dark where the souls kept. So I slip it in their blood to their brains where my flow's cracked. So old school my detention might just expose that. Yo, I got enough bonus, got nothing but this dope left. I'm in the zone, yes, corner bra, I'm so pressed. No enemies, snakes or traders down my foes web. Said I was having no compassion, that was cold set. 2 S's flyers out, do not respond if you don't know just. Man, the joints is engineered, check the whole tech. I'm hit the stage, you are, just know you want to cope yet. Yo, I can go from my exclusive to my no sets. Rhyme like I'm down with these, I want those next. Spot me amongst the big dogs, the old fresh back.
Caesar styling it's no. Caesar sanganisa with flow. Caesar dollar with the stone. So crazy, oh, butter with the stone. Caesar styling it's no. Caesar sanganisa with flow. Caesar dollar with the stone. So crazy, oh, butter with the stone.
Hello.
Where you at right now? That doesn't sound like the gym. It sounds like you're at a turn up or something. That is definitely not the gym.
No, I'm at the gym. I told you I'm going to the gym. What do you mean?
I don't think you're at gym. I think you're somewhere else getting up to something else. You're the one that's out here saying you're at gym when you're not at gym right now.
Bench press
rubber neck. I'm pulling up even if I gotta flip over my turtleneck. I heard them next. Do try tag, no tap on tweets, now I'm loading it. Where they at? They was trying to rob my guy, crib turning to the Soldier Boy challenge. You know it, everybody get it like I'm no type of protect your chest. Move and I work in silence. I'm something chum, tabasula pilan me, extra line. Irman funin chum, that's fucked up, Catherine and West. But I don't sweat her, my new jacket got me a more thicker chick. And I'm saving money, so I blew it, ain't never ever cast a me.
Swear they coming back, cause I'm soaring through the city. So focus on relax on my cash, cause I'm saving dope. Bench press less than at the gym. Access waiting for Chanel. Swear they coming back, cause I'm soaring through the city. So focus on relax on my cash, cause I'm saving dope. Bench press less than at the gym. Access waiting for Chanel.
Fresh, so my cousin and my brother and them, they got a text about us. I don't party, but the posse looking like they probably bought this. So I gotta do the cheaper toilet to a son on them. They know I got them though. I mean, I keep it 100, I'd fight you for damn. But at the gym though, I just seen about 100 something honeys doing leg. I got the info on them, I just wouldn't let my newest one see the shit. So I can't skip it on Tuesday, Wednesday. Gotta hit the trap cause the plug said wait till Thursday, I either gotta make it work out or I gotta flush it.
Thank you very much. And that was, we've just played a double play. And that was Freddie Asizo Lala. And the second one is Raymond featuring 36 Swagger.
Swagger.
Yes.
Yes.
And obviously, remember, because we are all about community and we want to share all the community stories, we are in Melville, for those that don't know. We are based in Melville, and our station is called I Love Melville.
.live.
.live. And then our show is on the move right here. But without any further ado, the article that I'm going to read today for is actually, it says, Helen Joseph Hospital staff get cheer up kits. So healthcare workers were giving the kits by Aziz, a group invested in changing the world. So it also says young adult work volunteer group Aziz spent their morning at Helen Joseph Hospital delivering 150 cheer up kits to the staff. The kits consisted of assortment of delicious treats as well as heartfelt handwritten letters for each recipient. And according to the group youth leader Lihlohonolo, this gesture was important to them as they saw it necessary to show their appreciation towards the hard work our medical staff do daily, and this was a way of giving them further encouragement. While everyone else was in the comfort of their own home with their families, medical workers were at the forefront during the COVID-19 pandemic, while away from home, right? And just a little bit more. CEO of Helen Joseph Hospital, Rebuhlile thanked the volunteers. It is really heartwarming that we have a group that has thought about us and has come through to support our staff. We are going to give these goodies to our support staff. Thank you so much for the donation. We really appreciate it. So I think that was actually a very nice gesture from
it's so heartwarming.
It is very heartwarming from the volunteers as well, just to actually think of all the health care workers that have actually put their lives on the line for us, especially during these times that we are living in, COVID times. And I know there was a time when hospital caretakers were actually dying because of this disease. But thank you so much for that gesture. And our second story, we go straight into it, says WITS employees go to the extra mile for students and academics stranded abroad. So with the goal to ensure that Wits University students and staff located across the world return back home safely, employees of the institution's strategic partnership office worked tirelessly to support them. This aimed the crippling uncertainty experienced and on the onset of coronavirus pandemic. I know a lot of people were left stranded in different countries, especially when the COVID hit. Different people from different part of the world were stuck far away from home and they couldn't get back. So I think this is just one of them. So Dr. Yan Yang, the WITS program manager for East Asia Relations and research manager, Alison Simon, supported WITSers who were either part of the academic exchange program abroad or were visiting their home countries for the 2019 December break. Their dedication earned them a nomination at WITS COVID Heroes. And just one last info. Young managed to several cases of WITSies abroad, including that of all WITS academic who had traveled to Wuhan in late 2019 as part of the academic exchange program. The academic had to remain in Wuhan after the city went into a hard lockdown in January 2020 and was only repatriated back in South Africa after 2 months. So I think they also actually are working on that. And another case she dealt with was of students returning to South Africa after visiting her family in Wuhan. The student who managed to leave Wuhan before the hard lockdown returned to South Africa and remained quarantined for 2 weeks. So that's actually an interesting story, just to see that actually there are community heroes out there. And I think as well, some of them are hidden, right?
Yeah.
Some of them bahamba pants, underground to keep
Literally.
doing the work behind the scenes, and some of them will never know. Because I think we are led in this world to do to play our parts, and I mean sometimes it is what it is. But for those that we can actually thank and applaud, we applaud them, and that's our Home Talk for today, of the day. And we've got one track coming up, one song coming up for you, just before we actually jump into our Marawai. Straight into
allegation yadiwisa weekend ngoba sazi kuzohamba ni asikisto shola mnati dawubiza bangani vele didume kanjongo mbiza malume yo girl hankatumela kimchisa kwaye marosadwa I got a flavor malume we I got a flavor, nice flavor I got a flavor malume we Sakas todo slender ungasabi mali se spenda Sakas todo slender ungasabi mali se spenda Impilo lena Spila guy what Si pila guy what Sakas todo slender ungasabi mali se spenda Sakas todo slender ungasabi mali se spenda Impilo lena Spila guy what Si pila guy what Yimi chika 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 yot Yimi chika 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 yot Yimi chika 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 hot Yimi chika 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 hot Naktaba corona Ake Thomas Makolo akobona City boy in the GTI Yeah, get it for the pop Masubelele Bakay bumgete, bana boshak patray. Hey, bana bakaje, savana dry. Robutupa, robutupa, robutupa monate vya. Zwagala give me, necho misa. Machitate, rhythmixa monate vya. Au sacas puto slender, una sabi mali se spenda. Sacas puto slender, una sabi mali se spenda. Impilo lena, spila gaiwa, si pila gaiwa. Au sacas puto slender, una sabi mali se spenda. Sacas puto slender, una sabi mali se spenda. Impilo lena, spila gaiwa, si pila gaiwa.
Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka chicka hot. Give it to the chicka chicka hot. Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka chicka hot. Give it to the chicka chicka hot. Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka chicka hot. Give it to the chicka chicka hot. Give it to the chicka chicka lots. Give it to the chicka.
Do you have anything to say on that?
Thank you very much. That was a nifty Impilo Lena. I hope you all out there are actually preparing to have a jolt, to have a party. It is the weekend.
Absolutely.
So let loose, feel free, unwind, wine up, you know. But just be safe. Beer up.
Hello.
Cider up.
Yes, why not?
So obviously we have our Marawai today. Marawai is it that each time you are running late, everything else around you just falls apart. Or everything just goes wrong.
It really, really does.
Like today, my day was planned, woke up in the morning, and then I started running late because I forgot a very important item that I had to come with, or else it would have defeated the purpose of me coming here early. And everything after that just fell apart.
But out of control.
Everything just spiraled out of control. But I know we do actually have tips. Here's why you're always running late. I don't think I'm okay. Actually, I am. Maybe this is talking to me.
But not all the time, Sandy.
Not all the
you
time.
are late at times, but hey.
But the past 2 days I've been on my best behavior.
Oh, yes, you have.
So, and this is by Sarah. She says, we all have that friend, or maybe you're that friend. I wonder if I'm the friend.
I don't think I am.
Who just can't seem to make it on time to just about anything. They just had to finish one more email before they left the office. They got stuck on a call with a friend. They got so wrapped up in a project, they completely lost track of time. I find that I lose track of time, but I think I'm also a very laid-back person. You know, I've got a very laid-back personality. So everything is like, yeah, okay. I'll get to it. Everything is just like... So I think that this article is actually talking to me.
Yeah, it continues as saying, there's no one reason why some of us tend to be the type of people who always run late, says Emily. And there's probably no one reason to explain any of us individually tends to run late again and again. There are many potential contributing factors, she says. What are the factors?
Do we have the factors? Tardiness doesn't necessarily appear to be a personality thing. I mean, it goes on and it says, anecdotally, it might seem that people who are less conscious are the ones who tend to run late. Or it might at least make an intuitive sense, but there's a little research to back the assertion up with a well done. The same goes for optimism. It kind of makes sense that people who are more optimistic might be more likely to not consider potential delays. But there's surprisingly little research on how personality factors influence timelines, according to Walden. So there's no specific, according to research, there's no specific reason why a person will continuously run late. I think for me, like I've already said, I'm just... I'll take my time, even when I don't have time, I'll take my time. I really don't like rushed things, but yet I'm always late. Yes, I'm not always late, but I find myself in that kind of situation more often than not. But it's not a good trait to have as well, especially if you're going for an interview.
True.
Imagine rocking up to an interview late.
It's so unprofessional.
I mean, I think you're already dismissed. They'll dismiss you with immediate effect, and they will, I think they'll be courteous enough and let you actually come into the interview.
If you're lucky.
If you lucky.
Because once even 1 minute late,
they discard your opportunity that you're given, and jobs are scarce these days, so make sure that you get there on time. So that is our Marawai for today. So why is it that when you're running late, everything around you just seems to fall apart?
It really does.
But I think it's because your brain is like going fast. I don't have any medical background to say this, but I'm just assuming it's because of that, because I know it happens with me. When you run late, your brain just spirals out of control, and everything that you try to handle you just mishandle.
True.
So that was our Marawai, and we have a double play song that is actually coming up.
Let's go to a double play.
Issue, 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 Zaki said you should bet your life. That was one of the best advice. People always have a say what to do. They forget we don't wear the same shoes. I'm taking control. Please don't get involved. Wanna be the greatest of them all. That was one of the best advice. People always have to say what to do. They forget we don't wear the same shoes. I'm taking
What are you doing? Guys, this is unacceptable. Where's you? I'm not a snitch, sir. You're not a snitch. Tell me to come see me in my office when you get there. This is unacceptable.
The stumble is not the fall. Utanungele lupa manitini konjwa. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Utanungele lupa manitini konjwa. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Utanungele lupa manitini konjwa. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Utanungele lupa manitini konjwa. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. When you spend your money, make sure you get funny. Don't wait for nobody, make it now. God very fresh with your sister. I keep on praying for my sister. I make you praying for my brother. I feel so proud when I make you fly. Don't take me down. Fly, fly, fly. Make a head and Mr. take you down. Fly, fly, fly. Nobody can take you down. There's my sister. There's my brother. Make life easy. Pray to the Father. Fly, fly, fly. If they take you down. Fly, fly, fly. If they take you down. You gon' make it.
Ahuna mini nende temba bone bane. If you don't know, there is not any money boni wane. Man I work so, ni wane money. Enough money. Some sell our soul for the money. A man I work for the money. Gorishiya kondo batu banga batu sane. Basuko wisana jakondo reba fusane. Namusi abani divini babone kausane. Bani chiba namusi bati sora kausane. And then it's only that nobody. Man I work and I beg nobody. Spread love, make we help somebody. They go be somebody, we no hate nobody.
There's my sister. There's my brother. Make life easy. Pray to the Father. Fly, 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 if they take you down. Fly, 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 if they take you down. You gon' make it. They say love it's easy. Yeah. Go ask Mr. Easy. Yeah. They say sky's the limit. Ooh, you gon' make it if you believe. They wanna take you down, let you down. They wanna make sure you don't even fly. They wanna make sure you don't make you laugh. Don't let them fade your life tonight. Set yourself to the Holy Ghost fire. Your destiny gon' show them colors. Oh Lord, please don't make them tire. Make them fire. Don't let them down. There's my sister. There's my brother. Make life easy. Pray to the Father. Fly, 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 if they take you down. Fly, 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 if they take you down. You gon' make it.
Some sell our soul for the money.
And that was Una Ryan with Vanda Wave. And before that, it was Levi the Craftsman featuring Lou with Andizu Vangawe. Andizu Vangawe saying never. And if you just joined us, where have you been? Right now, it's time for the feature, one of my favorite features in the show, and it's called Cherry on Top. And our cherry on top for today is... Sandy, what's our cherry on top?
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. What do you make of that? The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Yeah. I think it takes me back to something that Oprah Winfrey once said. And she said, if your dreams are not big enough, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. So it just literally tells me to not be afraid to dream. Dream big.
And go get it. It's one thing to dream and sit in the corner and hope that it will fall down on your lap. Highly unlikely. But if you dream, push boundaries, move towards the same direction in your dreams, talk to the right people, hang around them, go to the same places as them. People can come up with a lot of excuses that, but I don't have money, but I don't work, or whatever excuse is. But don't let your future be destroyed because of excuses. That's totally unacceptable. I think we also here because we perhaps at some point in our lives we had a dream.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, and so I think just pushing forward and just knowing that you are capable of the best. And if your dream does not scare you,
then they're not big enough.
Then it's not big enough.
Absolutely.
So that's the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Yeah, and that is by
Eleanor Roosevelt. And thank you very much. I know we are actually nearing towards the end of the show. Actually, the 3 hours today felt like an hour.
Really?
I really feel like we're still in the first hour of the show. It just went.
I guess time flies when you're having fun.
It literally flew. So for those that have tuned in, you can catch our show. If you've missed it, you can catch it on YouTube on ilovemarvel.life. You can also follow us, tag us. You can whatever you want to do with us on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. ilovemarvel.life. And just a quick recap of what happened. Actually, today during the show, we actually had our Fun Fact Friday. That was our first Fun Fact Friday that we... it was actually our second Fun Fact Friday. And then we went to what to check out in Jersey this weekend. There's something happening in Zoo Lake. And I know there's also something happening in Dunpalski. So Zoo Lake, 8 o'clock. And Dunpalski as well, Doppio Zero in Rosebank. It's also happening. And that is on Sunday. And then we had our trailblazer by the name of Dr. Edian Ngeso Sibia. That was a very interesting, informative interview. I think he is a true trailblazer because he's done outstanding for himself as well. You know, his achievements are actually outstanding. And then we also had, obviously, our birthday shout-outs, horoscopes. And then we had Let's Get to Know You. And that's actually I've just got into the second hour. And then that's what we had. And then in the third hour, we had our Undiscovered, the Mighty Voices. I know Snazzy read the bio there. We were actually hoping to have them in for an interview, but I know they had an incident or something happened and they couldn't make it. But not to worry, maybe some other time that will happen. And then I know we had our trending topics just at the top of the hour of 5 o'clock. And then the last hour, we had our business profile. And then we had our Today in History, which is always informative. For those that actually are for our intellectuals, they'll probably laugh at us and say, oh, but you can't even pronounce half of those words.
Don't judge us. Do not.
We're getting better. And then we actually went to our Mara Why, which is why is it when you're running late, everything seems to be falling apart around you. And then just now we had our cherry on top. And I think as we wrap it up, we should actually have a song coming up shortly. But my personal Instagram, I'm on Instagram. You can catch me on Instagram as Sandy the Girl. Girl spelled G-A-L. Sandy the Girl is one word. Where can we catch you, Snaz?
You can catch me on @Sinenzolo_Nzolos on Instagram.
And on Instagram. And I think we actually wave our goodbyes as we go into our weekend. I'm hoping that I'll have a good weekend, and I hope you'll have a good weekend, Snaz.
I hope so too.
But I guess we'll tell you all about that on Monday. So catch us Monday 3 until 6 on Monday. On the move. And that's what we have for you for the day. Toodles!
Bye!
We don't really have forever. The time is now. Never say never. We don't really have forever. Never say never. Never say never. We don't really have forever. The time is now. Never say never. Dying to live. We are living to die. Do what you love, even when you cry. Love what you do. It's good for me. It's good for you.
you.